So today, Bobby and I are headed to a very interesting location. It's called Fairgrounds. It's in the warehouse district of St. Pete.
It's a very immersive art museum experience. They take a lot of artists who design rooms and make it so that you can interact with the art.
I thought it was supposed to be interactive.
You don't really know what to expect. It's a psychedelic, surreal environment. We actually went to Meow Wolf in Santa Fe and had a blast. It was honestly more fun than I expected it to be. So I'm stoked that there's one here in St. Pete. I don't know if they like being compared to Meow Wolf, but it's very similar.
And the interesting thing about Meow Wolf is that they had a little story that you could follow. And apparently this one has a whole bunch of little stories that we can follow as well. And a little, I guess, hunt that you can go on. So we're gonna try that out as well, see what it's all about.
When we went to Meow Wolf, we didn't figure out anything. I mean, there's so many different directions the story could go.
We're not the best detectives.
We're not the best detectives. We tried an escape room one time and failed miserably. I don't think we made it halfway through.
We definitely didn't make it halfway through.
So before we're going to Fairgrounds, we're going to get fueled up with some nice creativity juice. In other words, some caffeine in the form of coffee. And we are headed to Black Crow Coffee.
Those don't look like crows.
They have 2 locations in St. Pete. We are going to one of them. The last time I went there, I asked what their most popular drinks were, and they said Purple Haze and Caramel Sutra. We love sugary drinks. We don't care if it's girly, it's delicious.
Well, now Bobby's got me craving coffee, so we're gonna head on over, get some awesome sugary coffee drinks, and then we'll meet you at Fairgrounds. I'm trying to think of something wise to write, but I don't know anything.
All right, coffee expert. Give it a taste, see what you think.
As an expert in coffee, I'm gonna tell you guys how this tastes. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I have no clue the first thing about coffee. I don't know anything about it. But if you like really sweet caramel drinks, this is definitely for you.
I got the Purple Haze. This is chocolate hazelnut. My review, chair's not small enough.
Yo, I'm really excited for this. This is gonna be a lot of fun. It has kind of like an imposing, ominous, you're about to go on an adventure feel to it. So I'm really excited to get in there and get after it.
So basically for this scavenger hunt, as you go through the exhibit, you're gonna be looking for these 12 pictures here. When you find the picture, you're gonna use the little searchlight that's attached to our pencil. Whatever number pops up here, you're gonna match that up with the picture you're looking for. When you've found all the pictures and all the numbers, you'll head over to our CentCom area. It looks like a giant tropical drink, or what I've been told, it also looks like a giant cupcake. Inside that building is our skateboard. It looks exactly like this guy here. You're gonna basically put each of the rows of pictures in the correct order to the numbers I told you. When you've done all 3 rows, you'll see a cute little video appear on the computer screen in the building. You guys have finished, you would bring this back to the ticketing desk. Once you're done, we'll give you guys a cute little sticker. Right now our sticker today is this little guy here.
Well, Bobby, now there's stakes on the line.
You know, I'm not great with puzzles, but I think I might be able to figure this one out.
Bobby, you already missed one.
Oh, I was walking like a buffoon.
I have some people that say they don't look at this until they've walked through the whole building first because they consider this a cheat sheet. So they don't look at this until the end.
Well, they say if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right?
Correct.
The Fairgrounds was a really good time. Bob and I went around a bunch of different rooms. Our favorite room was done by Pale Horse. And that's what you're seeing right here. This is one of his shirts that you can purchase.
So one thing that was really cool at Fairgrounds is most of the rooms had a QR code that you could scan and learn about the local artists that designed the room. And the 60 artists that worked on the project were local. We learned that Fairgrounds, the name behind it was actually to kind of put local artists on a fair ground, give them a place to promote their art and reap some of the reward and get a cut of the profits. And it's an awesome platform to be able to promote their work. It was a lot of fun to walk through it and be able to learn about the artists that contributed to it. Our favorite room was done by a local artist named Pale Horse. I love really intricate art. I think life is extremely complex and I like art that shows it. And a lot of kind of surreal, psychedelic artists choose a somewhat obnoxiously vibrant color palette, which isn't bad, which is great in some circumstances, but I'm kind of more drawn towards these kind of colors. I love black and gold. You can tell that there's a lot of meaning behind his work. It was one of the more unique rooms. It wasn't as whimsical. It had a more ethereal tone to it, but it was a nice reprieve from the vibrant tone of the other rooms. And the experience itself was great. There's a mystery that you can solve here that we did not solve whatsoever. At the very end, we're like, all right, what happened?
We might have cheated a little bit.
And we're not gonna spoil anything in case you go, but it was really cool. It definitely shows how interactive the place could be, and it added a bit of cohesion.
You could tell that they had a lot of Florida inspiration in the vast majority of the different art exhibits that they had in there, and the overall theme was heavily Florida influenced, which I actually really appreciated. I thought it was a lot of fun, and the storyline of the mystery that they're going through kind of fits the Florida vibe that they're going with, the Florida je ne sais quoi of it all.
The Florida man, je ne sais quoi.
That's right. So I highly recommend going because it's not your average, art museum experience. It's going to be something that you're going to be involved with, and it's something that you're going to take away an experience of your own when you walk away from Fairgrounds. Bobby and I were definitely goofy the entire time, so we experienced it a little bit differently than probably the average person going through the Fairgrounds experience.
And even the mystery that you're supposed to solve within it has a sort of ambiguous ending. There are no wrong answers, which I like to hear. I probably came as close as you can to a wrong answer with that. I think meaning is a human construct. Things are meaningful to you if you want them to be, and art is supposed to represent and mirror life. So it can be kind of dissatisfying to hear a story with no ending. It's like, why do you want me to work? But at the same time, you can decide how you want it to end, just like you can ascribe the meaning through the rooms as you go through it. If that made any sense.
A little bit. That's probably staying in, if that made any sense. So if this is something that you think looks interesting, if you watch a video and you're like, wow, that looks kind of cool, I would definitely recommend going over to Fairgrounds and checking it out.
If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. But either way, if you made it this far, thanks for watching.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah. I finally didn't do anything stupid, all right?
Hello?
Hello?
Hold for plane.
Again, as soon as we start, the planes come. They know. They know.
They wait for us, man.
Actually, I called St. Pete Airport. I was like, yo.
About to film, send them up.
We're about to film. I really want to get on Bobby's nerves today.
So our last A-roll, we had a little bit of fog or humidity or something on the front of the lens. So this time we left the camera out more, so hopefully that won't happen. I blame Charlie. I blame Cammy.
Cammy's at it
Darn it,
again.
Cammy.
I tell you what, Cammy also changes all the settings only when I'm using it, so it's not properly exposed. I don't know what happens.
Cammy's the worst.
Cammy is the worst.
How long will it take before he does something? Let's see here. We have 14 seconds. We have a standoff.
It's a Mexican
A
standoff.
brother standoff. He can't smile like that forever. But I can't hold this camera forever. What will happen? Who will lose?
The sternum's gonna give it out. That's what I'm making of.
My sternum does kind of hurt. No, it doesn't. I'm fine. I'm fine.
This is wringing out my jawline right now.
40 seconds. Oh. Oh. Oh.